Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to What's the Roll? I'm your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew, and we're joined by our guest, Rob Sprans, from the whole podcast, and also from Ready, Headset, Go, one of the shows right here on the Audio Dungeon Network. Guys, Rob, thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Rob, we just put you through something else on a different show where we talked about Conan, but today is Conan Day because we are going to look at Conan the Destroyer. Conan the Destroyer. Yeah. Here I am. Come get me. I'm right here. So we're going to start off with a beautiful scene from the movie, which is fantastic. And we're going to take a look at it right now. Here's Ryan.
That's right.
But don't worry about him. So there it is. And we're going to look at it right now.
That is the perfect face right there.
Take a look. Yes. So, I had to start with this scene. I don't even know if we want to talk about this scene, but I had to talk about this scene because this is just a pleasure to watch. You'll see what I mean. He's fighting this lizard guy, and this happens in a second.
The WWE match.
He beats him up. Yes, this is Royal Rumble right now. This is Royal Rumble. This is wrestling right now. So here it comes. This is it. No. I
lose my balance.
That's literally the Cesaro swing. That's a guy in WWE right now.
That's right.
Amazing. So we had to show that. So before we begin, that was really important. So we're gonna go.
You to pick the crummier of the Conan movies.
This is my favorite one. I like this. I like this one because it's all party combat. So let's see. We're gonna go to the other stuff right now. Here it comes. So first thing we're going to talk about here, guys, is this correct party movement? How do parties go? Who should be in the front? Who should be in the back?
Let's get the Rogue in the front.
Yeah, Rogue should be up front. But we're killed by Hollywood here because Conan has to be up front because he's Conan, right?
I mean, he's the tank in a way, but not the first one.
Right. And notice what the Amazonian woman does, which is great. You can tell that she's actually like paying attention. The barbarian, the big guy, should not be in the middle of it. But he's staying close to the girl. But she comes around here, which is smart.
I actually think Grace Jones should be in the front of any party.
Yes. Well, she's amazing. The thief. The thief is kind of just like a whip the whole movie, pretty much. He does stuff, but like. So they're doing this. They're open the door. They're opening it up. Okay, what is the check on this, guys?
Oh my God! They're just straight up lifting the door?
Yeah.
Wow, that's got to be. It's in the 16s, man. More than. Well, at least they're laboring it. So.
This is ridiculous. This is like a stone door.
I think 16 is close. I might give it an 18 or an unnatural 20. But with both of them doing it,
way up there.
Yeah, it's definitely hard. I mean, on a strength check too, so that's not easy at all. This guy comes over. He's aiding. So he's adding +1.
Why don't you grab the bottom of the door, dude? Why do you have to like? What kind of leverage is that to grab one of the little?
Yeah, literally. He's not even a help. Now look how useless this is. This is he goes inside, right? So tell me what this is.
What's happening?
Thank God we brought that guy.
Wait, isn't that the guy from Newhart? Isn't that one of the brother Darryls?
I always wonder where I know him from because
I think that's it. I think he plays like a dumb redneck on Newhart.
Well, I would
in
never
this movie too.
I think that's what he is.
We're gonna go ahead a little bit. So she walks through fire. It's all things that I can't even give a roll to, so I kind of skip ahead. Oh wow! They find a horn.
Pretorius' horn.
Pretorius' horn, yeah. They walk into this room, and 50 guys sneak in. What stealth check did they roll to all sneak in and be there before they got there?
Well, wait. So it looks they weren't just waiting there.
They were just waiting there. I'm just messing around. It's funny because they walk in, they're all just there.
I'm so glad.
Shh, guys.
with all the arm, and more importantly, that guy on the right, like, why are your legs and chest exposed if you're supposed to be fighting? What kind of armor is that? Why are your shoulders the only thing being protected and your head?
Right.
Not your legs and your arms and your body.
The armor is literally pretty much useless.
Right.
You might as well be like Conan. It just has nothing on. I have pants on.
I'm so glad that you showed this to me because I would never make it past 4 minutes of this film. I would never see these parts.
Yeah, this is a deep '80s cut.
You are the old man. I come to see you.
I really want to see that. I really want to watch this movie now. I haven't seen this movie in God, I don't know how long.
I loved it as a kid. I mean, I haven't watched it as an adult.
This is one of those movies that you catch on like PIX on a Saturday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
you know.
that is all I think about. I see this and I think Channel 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's what this was.
Also, this guy's like the tag team champion. Also, apparently.
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay, so there's our first check or second check now. He throws that knife. That's an attack. Probably easy for him. That was a surprise. He caught the guy flat-footed. He probably either had advantage, whatever you want to do. Let's see any comments from the fans. What do you guys think?
Is he not looking at him? Is that just like a whoosh to the side?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. He
Which
threw it
guy?
before he looked.
Conan?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a no look, just like whoosh.
yeah.
So he says something like I'm bored of this. It just doesn't. Imagine being killed by Conan when he's like just bored and he's like killed you.
He throws a knife at you. I wish I could. There's so many people in my life I wish I could just throw a knife at halfway through the talk.
So many people?
Oh, many people. Oh, he looked. He looked.
Okay,
Yeah, he
no,
looks.
he is looking at him. Okay.
That's
That
an easy
angle's
throw.
a little
He
weird.
just throws direct. So what is that? What did he roll on his attack?
Yeah, I like that. 13 to hit.
Yeah, like a 12 or 13.
Yeah,
Is the guy dead though?
No, he
it-
just has a C-section.
that's an I section. You dotted it. In movies like this, if you're a background guy, I think that any shot kills you. One shot kills you. Like that's just it.
Oh, crits.
If you're the hero, like no, those are just wounds. Okay, there we go. She actually hits him twice. What's the roll?
These are probably like lower guys. I would say their AC is something like an 11 or a 12 or something like that.
Yeah.
She's getting a few attacks per round too. She's getting like 2-3 attacks per round.
Very good. Yeah, it's a multi-attack. So she takes two shots. That's her first round. Let's continue. This guy hides. He's completely useless. This guy.
That's Dirk. That's Dirk, baby.
It's exactly who you are. I just named you Dirk. You're him. Look at the size of that club.
I like it. So, okay, I don't need to protect my entire midsection, legs or arms, but my genitals definitely need it. It's like
And my shoulders, my balls and my shoulders.
my shoulders. Right, exactly.
I don't know, man. If my balls and my shoulders get hit, I just freak out. So I gotta cover them.
Like, you could literally just stab everyone in this middle.
Look, you can even see like almost his butt. Like none of this is protected. Like so much.
Tony's like, check out this guy's butt, guys.
Yes.
Look at his
Let
hands.
me rub it a couple times with my mouse over here.
Yep. So look at that. So he swung one way and then swung the opposite way. Look, oh man, here's some ass race quality.
Yeah. I was told there would be some man ass on this.
Yeah, you're right. And he hits him. I think this guy is hitting with so much extra damage. It's just all of his hits are just kills.
Yeah.
These guys are
He didn't make contact with any of them on the first swing. They just
No, he made contact. He made movie contact.
all right, movie contact, right? Oh, that's a good face, right? You don't put the arm in the right place.
Yes, you should have gone to your stomach.
And what exact purpose will the spikes angled to each side do at any point?
Because not only can they not hit your shoulders, but if they do, there's an extra protection there of a spike.
But
So yeah, Don't even go for the shoulder.
Bounce off into your neck.
Near my shoulders, guys. All right.
Yeah, like who gets the battle and says just go for the shoulders?
They value
Just
the
try and get
shoulder.
my shoulders. They're double protected. My balls, barely protected. My legs, no, not really. Shoulders, nope. Not gonna touch them.
This is great.
What is that attack on this guy? Not this other guy that Conan hit.
I think these are all like 10s to hit.
I mean, obviously they have a very low armor class.
Yeah, that's a move though, man. That's like not only am I stabbing you from about 5 feet below you, I'm gonna whip you over my head
Right.
after I stick the sword in your stomach and then whip you over my. That's a 16, 17. That's
And
up-
Rob makes a good point that he actually has a disadvantage because he's on the low ground, and he still gets a hit and kills the guy. So that's embarrassing.
yeah, he's no Anakin.
No,
High
no
ground.
Anakin. Oh man, it goes so quickly. Okay, so we have the spear from her.
And by the way, that's not a smart move on his part because when he whips him over, if you notice, he grabs the actual blade with his
Yeah.
own hand to give him leverage. Like he's grabbing the sharp point of the blade to whip him over his shoulder.
It's just
Oh,
hand
Charles,
and a half, hand and a half, and you could do that.
Look what Charles says. He had his spikes on the shoulders so that you can't take his head off with a swing. That's actually very informative.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Very
so they
nice.
Caught in the spike instead of
Good
going
catch.
for
You're ruining our fun though with the spikes, but with knowledge. But yes, good point.
It does make sense.
So she stabs him. That's a direct hit. Technically that's a grapple, and he tosses
Yeah.
him. He has. I would say he has advantage of grapples because he's doing extra with the grapple move, and it's all in one time. Pretty good. And then for just for the good of it, he kills him. This guy's picking up. He's stabbing people on the floor.
This would be me. This would be me. I would just be waiting in the corner, and then when somebody's really stabbing me, like, yeah,
It's finding all the unconscious guys, finishing them up.
yeah,
Right.
die again.
So these are technically all sneak attacks. He's just getting extra attacks at the sides.
Coup de grace.
Let's go.
She blocks all the hits. She's great. She'll look fierce. It's amazing. He goes to the crypt. They back up. Okay, so they all kind of back up. They move back, and now they're all still following them. The two of them are facing off between them. Deflects the blow. That's a block by the guy, but it doesn't matter. His blocks are so powerful that the guy just goes down anyway.
Not a miss. Yeah, like now,
Yeah.
looks like they're kind of being defensive.
Right.
Maybe they might get well, when they came in, maybe they'll get a plus to their armor class.
The soldiers.
No, I'd say Arnold and his allies. Like if they're all
Yeah.
just kind of like back to back, and they have their defense up.
Yeah, it's technically an Oni dungeon. That'd be a maneuver, and also you could that would be probably like a +1 or +2, and maybe like a tabletop. And the guards actually are kind of defensive too. They're fighting together also, so everyone's kind of flanks is a phalanx. These are all attacks. I feel like these are 12s, 13s, all different things. That is gruesome.
Kick to that.
That kick to the head. Oh my, it goes so fast.
Use the bump, Tony. You can go back 10 seconds.
Oh right, thank you. I forgot about it. Boom!
Jesus.
That's frightening.
That's roll and rumble.
That's a big dude, man. I don't even think that any of these soldiers coming at them could literally even swing that sword. Those are real steel. I don't think any of us could pick that sword up. Nonetheless, fight with one hand. I mean, think about that for a minute. Would any of you be able to wield the sword? Okay, maybe Conan, and this guy's got a mace, which is just like a big ball of steel. Like, would you? I don't know. I just can't see anyone actually wielding any sword like that.
That's a good point. Are they considered two-handed?
Yeah, like at least he's two-handing it, but these other guys are holding these swords in one hand.
So
There's no way.
Conan's sword is designed to fight single-handed or two-handed. And look, he picks up that guy.
Yes.
It just
Another-
kept going higher.
I know, it's
Another spike on that.
What is that thing called? Is that a
Morning
house?
Star?
Morning Star?
Morning Star.
Yeah.
Morning Star. Yeah, I would say if you have something that's like that thick and big and heavy, like maybe you need to have a minimum strength minimum strength score in order to use it.
To even wield it, yeah.
Yeah. Or the sword too.
Let's go.
Still choking the guy 10 minutes later.
I know.
Nice.
Yeah, like okay, so what's that? What was that move all about? Like, what was the point of just go?
That was
with-
intimidation.
Yeah, okay. What are you doing is
Yes.
exhausting yourself.
That was the flurry intimidation. So he's gonna use device check. He's using device, although it's the super easy device where like no one needs to know how anything.
Okay, so wait, hold on a second. So see the spikes? He had. I guess you could use them as a weapon. He had spikes on his arms. too.
Yeah, look, Charles, the spikes didn't save anybody. Everyone's being murdered and choked.
See, like that. Like, what's the point of that move? It's so funny.
Intimidation, baby.
Yeah, it's just all intimidation.
I mean, I would still do that if I could, even though it's totally cool.
Oh yeah, like I would do it all day. I'd do it in the Super Bowl.
So he's closing it. He
Let's
throws.
go.
Imagine somebody throwing your friend at you.
That's a definitely a 20 to do that.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that you could tell that in that scene when he goes underneath the door, they filmed it backwards.
Ah, that's a good.
Yeah.
You could tell by the way it closes, yeah. Okay, so they say like, oh, we have to get out of here, and they look into the oh, by the way, if you hear this scene, they're all like, they're all trying to open it, all the sounds. They're like,
So the two of them are able to lift it, but like 7 guys can't get it to budge.
they can't even begin. They're just like, it's just touching the wall, going,
I like the one
7
guy.
guys don't equal the strength.
The other guy in the back is just dead. He's just laying
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
there. One boot.
This guy chings his gauntlets, like ching ching, and then they all like listen to him.
Oh, they respond to him.
Yeah, get out of here. We have to go through get that
The glowing ruby.
pick it up, swallow it. Okay, so he's using his magic on the door.
Nice.
What is that? What's that check? What spell? Let's call the spell out.
Would Mage Hand work on that? Or is it
No.
not too heavy?
Too heavy.
Yeah.
You'd have to argue that it's some sort of superior version of that. Like in another tabletop, you could do that. In my quest, I would do will check, and make you use more points, but you could will the door open. It's a telekinesis, a psionic ability.
Making a wall of force underneath the door so that as it expands, it pushes the door up.
That is a very creative answer.
You get some good guesses in the chat too.
I'll see.
Oh, manipulate
Oh,
stone.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, manipulate stone. Okay, interesting. Yup. Levitate. Yeah.
Yeah, that could work. I would you think that like the spell check would be similar to the strength check. Like I have to extend just as much like mental energy as Arnold did physical energy.
By Yoda standards, no. By Dungeons & Dragons standards, tabletop, yeah. I think so.
Standards.
Yoda says that's why you fail. You see, because you shouldn't see it as the mass that it is.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So in Star Wars, the tabletop, different. Time reversal. Interesting. What a wild idea. So he's reversing time to when it was open.
Whoa.
Ah.
I guess the roll would depend on which spell you're trying to use to accomplish the task.
Yes, very
How
clever.
creative your spell is.
Yes. Yep. Okay, let's continue. They go in. Get out of here, hurry. This guy's getting his gem. He's prying it out. This guy's doing bear claw. He does a ching ching, and they all go inside.
Another wall, another door they have to open up.
It's literally one.
Used haste on them. They all flew in there mad quick.
It did look like that. Oh my god! I wonder if you could legitimately say he used haste. Let's see. It looked like it.
Hey, look at double speed.
Wow, you might get it. That's like a free bonus thing in there. You could get haste. So they're moving on. So they start closing. The wizard, and he's like, "Get out of the way. I'm gonna do a wizard thing." He moves him over.
To a wizard.
That's what the wizard-
And what's the point of this mouth that they're in? Like they're just like, think about the amount of elaborate stonework they did just to make this mouth that closes with nothing inside it.
They just don't make dungeons like they used to, you know.
No,
with all
they
these-
certainly don't.
So this guy uses any one of those spells from before, you could say, and he to open this up, and he's opening it up with wizard stuff. What are we gonna do? He goes, "I don't have my dagger. You kill him." He's like, "No, I'm not killing him. I don't fight wizards. It's bad luck to kill wizards." And he goes, "I'll do it. I know how to face wizards." That's almost line for line. He sits down. So now I thought it was a wizard battle the first time, but it's not. So I think that he starts something, like he's getting into his mind, and then it falls, not because he's pulling it down, I think, it's because that the guy is not doing it anymore. So this guy on the floor, I think he's messing with him, and he's hurting him inside the body. So I guess finish it out, and you'll see what I mean.
Look at the dumbfounded face to the guy on the line. He just...
And then the door closes. So let's go back now.
Okay.
So now, what do you think? What do you think that all that is?
That's nuts.
He's melting his brain on the inside.
Yeah, it was
He
like
might-
he's definitely burning inside.
He might be.
Yeah, I don't know what he's definitely casting a spell on the other guy, and then I think the original wizard like fails his concentration check, and he can't hold it up anymore.
Yeah, and I don't know. I can't remember this movie. I haven't seen the movie so long. If that guy is still living, he might have just hurt him, and the guy recovers or not. I don't know. I can't remember if he recovers from burned brain. But that's something we'd have to see. So he's tired. They move along, and I think that's the last one. Oh, what's the roll for slapping the horse's butt? No, I'm kidding. He just lifts her up like it's not even a thing.
That's don't roll a 1.
He'll throw her off the horse.
Yeah.
That
It's
poor horse
crazy.
carrying that big ass dude.
So here's what happens in the end. There's a huge battle scene. They fight that thing. I won't let you know what happens there. In the beginning, there's a whole net battle.
Tiny net.
We won't do this battle because it's not that exciting.
Net fight.
It's a net fight. This guy just hides. Conan's constantly saving him and like fighting everybody else. There's this. This is the only check we could do here that I thought was worth it.
Does he pull the horses down?
What in the
He pulled
world?
one of the horse down. If I go further, he punches the horse in the face. It's clearly not close. Let's see if I get lucky and see it. Otherwise, nah, it's in there somewhere. Jesus, look how ripped he is. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was peak Arnold.
Yeah, that is peak Arnold. Crazy. So that is it, guys. The glory of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Conan the Destroyer. Let us know what you thought. What did you think? Did we get it right? What was the roll? What was the check? And what would you have given it? Put it in the comments below. It's okay if you're doing it after. We will even comment if you do it after. This is already produced, and it is after the fact. Let us know. We want to see what your thoughts are. And that does it here for What's the Roll. Thank you, guys.